And right now, we are going to bring on a very special guest, and that would be Monica Hodgson, who is the co-founder, along with her husband Shane, of the Big Bike Giveaway. Good morning, Monica.
Good morning, Ryan and Sarah. How are you?
Excellent. It's great
Fantastic. Thanks for joining us today, Monica.
Good. Thanks for having me.
So things are obviously looking a little bit different this year with the giveaway and basically everything else. But before we get into how things have changed, I want to start just at the beginning. How long have you been doing this big bike giveaway?
Since 2014, so this is our 7th year.
And how did that start?
Wow, it kind of started in our backyard. So my husband Shane really loved just fixing bikes. His favorite sport is cycling. He's a triathlete, and he would often just find people on the side of the road that needed their tires inflated or a greased-up chain, or they needed some help. So he would often help just our community members in the south end of the city on a regular basis. And then he realized, you know what? People need bikes, so let's try to figure this out.
Wow. And what would be at the top end of things, Monica, the most bikes you would get in 1 year, and does that keep eclipsing itself year after year?
Wow, yeah, things have really changed in 7 years. The primary success that we've had is our partnership with the City of London. So when we started, we used to go out in our car and pick up bikes all over the city. So can you imagine the mileage you put on your car and the money you spent in gas and all that jazz? And all the time that you spent doing that. But we partnered with the City of London. Just last year we started. And so now the city at the Enviro depots will collect bikes from any resident in the city. You just drop them off at an Enviro depot, and then we pick them up from there on a scheduled time frame. So because we do that now, it eliminates all the cost of gas and all the time and energy that we spent in previous years doing that. So it's working really well. Now the numbers, guys, numbers are incredible. So we can bring in about 500 bikes a year from the City of London residents just through the Enviro depots.
Wow.
You can take all that time and energy from driving around picking bikes up to actually refurbishing and putting these bikes out.
Exactly, especially when you're only a two-man team.
Are you still a two-man team?
Well, you know what? We are proud to say that we've got over 50 volunteers that come out on the annual event to help us out. So we definitely don't do this alone. But all the marketing, the business end is done by myself. All the bike repair and everything is done by Shane. So we primarily run it by ourselves, but we can't do it without our sponsors and partners. So
that's awesome. And we'll direct people. The website, Monica, is
bigbikegiveaway.ca.
Perfect. And what about parts that you need when you are refurbishing the bikes? Where do they come from? Do you have to pay for them, or do you have some people who step up to the plate and help you out in that regard?
Well, a little bit of both. So Shane and I both work full-time jobs, and we don't have any children. So we primarily spend a lot of our money, our extra money, on the bike parts we give to the charity program. So we buy a lot of bike parts, but we also do have some really great sponsors. And those sponsors are like the London Police Association. So they pitch in a bunch of money every year to help us buy chains and tires and tubes and things like that. So.
All right, so back to my original point. How are things working this year with all these extra precautions that businesses have to take?
Exactly. You know, we've all seen so much change in our daily lives, so Big Bike is no different. We had to figure out how to still get these free bikes to the community and following those Health Canada standards and regulations. So instead of having that massive event where, you know, up to 2,000 people can show up, we changed it so that you register online at bigbikegiveaway.ca. It's open right now. You fill out a form. We look at your height and your weight, and we find a bike that fits you, make sure it's safe for the road, and we call you to let you know when to pick it up.
That is amazing. Awesome. bigbikegiveaway.ca. Monica Hodgson is joining us here. She is the co-founder of Big Bike Giveaway along with her husband Shane. And I've got to ask as well, because that's a lot of bikes you have handled over the years. What do you do for storage?
That's a really great question. Thanks for asking, Ryan, because that's where our biggest challenge is right now. We get the bikes in, but we have no place to store them. So we have a couple different donated facilities, very small garages or things like that throughout the City of London. We're looking for an actual central location in the city to make it easy for us, for someone to donate a space for us to store about 500 bikes a year. We'd love it in one location. Right now, it's a lot of time and energy all over the city.
Excellent. So if anybody wants to step up to the plate there, then they can contact you through their website and offer up a location if they have one?
That would be amazing.
Perfect. Sarah?
Oh, yes. I wanted to ask, so I read that you are giving preference when it comes to giving these bikes away this year?
We are. That's a great thing, Sarah, because, our mandate is a bunch of things. We have a lot of goals for the program, like environmental issues, getting carbon emissions out of the air and stuff like that. But our primary goal is to help people getting out of poverty. So there's people who are facing really hard economic challenges, especially now during the pandemic, right? Mm-hmm. We've seen our numbers increase in registrations. So we know that everybody needs a little bit of help, but priority will go to people with health, social, or economic challenges.
Excellent. So you can go to the bigbikegiveaway.ca and find out more information and get involved, whether you want to be a donor in any way, whether it is a bike or a location, and also if you want to use the services. And again, the bigbikegiveaway.ca is the website. Monica Hodgson, she is the co-founder, and we appreciate you very much taking the time to come on and not only enlighten Sarah and I, but also our listeners. And we appreciate all of the great work that you're doing, Monica. And let the word let Shane know as well that we also appreciate all that he is doing, not only right now, but throughout the year. You guys put in so many hours. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sarah and Ryan. And you guys are huge supporters of our program. We appreciate all the time you take to spread the word.
Awesome.
Of course. Have a lovely rest of your day, Monica. Thanks for joining us.
You too. Take care.
Excellent. It is the Sarah and Ryan show right now. Ken and Lorena both off at the moment. You have news? You have the news already?
I do have the news for 9:30. We're just going to take a little bit of a break, and then I'll be back with news.
Perfect.